Welcome back. Today we are looking at the Generac Guardian 10 kilowatts home standby generator with review maximizing your productivity. The Generac Guardian 10 kilowatts home standby generator is not just another backup. Power applianceit feels like a permanent extension of your home's electrical nervous system. From the moment you first interact with its interface and protective housing, there's a noticeable emphasis on tactile precision. Check the video description for the updated price link. The control panel doesn't feel flimsy or hollow. Instead, it delivers a firm, slightly resistant press when accessed, similar to the reassuring click of a high-quality mechanical switch. When storms roll in or grid failures strike, this generator transitions from standby to active duty with a level of smoothness that feels engineered for confidence. What stands out most is how intentional everything feels, especially the button interfaces and test switches. There's no mushiness, no ambiguity in feedback. Each press communicates certainty, as if the machine is acknowledging your command with disciplined precision. For homeowners who value reliability but also appreciate the sensory experience of using well-built equipment, this model offers something subtle yet important: tactile trust. The outer casing of the Generac Guardian 10 kilowatts is built like a weather-resistant shell, designed to withstand harsh environmental exposure while still maintaining a refined industrial look. But the real experience begins when you interact with the service panel. Opening the access door reveals a surprisingly refined interface layout. The buttons are firm, slightly raised, and engineered with just enough resistance to avoid accidental activation. This is not a soft-touch consumer gadget. It behaves more like professional-grade equipment. The button responsiveness is especially notable during system checks. The click is deliberate, audible, and reassuring. Even the transfer switch integration reflects this same design philosophy. The 100-amp switch doesn't just flip, it engages with a controlled mechanical assurance that feels grounded and stable, as if the system is physically locking into safety mode rather than electronically toggling states. While installation should always be handled by professionals, the user-facing experience after setup is where this generator shines. During routine tests or outages, the system's interaction points remain consistent and predictable. One of the most overlooked aspects of standby generators is how they feel during operation. The Generac Guardian maintains a surprisingly composed vibration profile. You don't feel chaotic rattling or unstable resonance. Instead, the machine feels anchored, as if its internal components are tightly organized and pressure balanced. This stability contributes to a psychological comfort that matters during storms, especially when everything else around you feels unstable. The Generac Guardian 10 kilowatts is loaded with features, but what makes it distinct is how those features translate into physical interaction: Wi-Fi-enabled remote monitoring with responsive digital feedback interface, dual fuel compatibility, natural gas or liquid propane, 100-amp automatic transfer switch for seamless home integration, whole house backup capability for essential circuits, self-test system with tactile button confirmation, weather-resistant enclosure, designed for long-term outdoor exposure. Each feature is not just functional, but also interactive in a way that reinforces user confidence. The control interface provides consistent tactile feedback, making system checks feel less like a chore and more like a controlled verification process. The Wi-Fi module adds another layer of control, but even here, the experience is grounded in physical reassurance. You're not just tapping a screen, you're confirming real-world mechanical readiness. When the grid fails, the transition to backup power is where this generator truly proves its worth. The activation sequence is seamless, but what stands out is how stable the physical operation feels. You can often hear a soft mechanical engagement as the system initiates transfer, followed by a steady ramp-up. The sound is controlled, not abrupt. More importantly, the interface remains calm. No jittery indicators or confusing feedback loops. During extended operation, the unit maintains a steady rhythm. The internal components appear to be tuned for balance rather than aggressive output spikes. This contributes to long-term durability and reduces wear-related instability. Even during load fluctuations, the system doesn't feel like it is straining unpredictably. Instead, it adjusts with a smooth, regulated response that reflects engineering maturity. Check the link in the description to get yours today.